1, 1, 2. Check me out right here, yo.
What's going on? Mike the Truth Jackson back with another episode of Fighters Talk. I'm here again. It's been a while since we had the pleasure to sit down and talk with Houston's own Brian Melancon.
That's right. First duplicate interview.
I know.
I'm the first two-timer.
Definitely, man. A lot's changed. A lot's going on in your life. Again, it's been a while. The transition between your last fight in Strikeforce and your most recent, you made your UFC debut here recently.
Yeah.
What's going on, man? What's been going on with Brian Melancon?
Got back into the gym. It was fortunate, no injuries after the last fight, thank God. So I got back in, started training and everything. And then when Kelvin Gastelum got hurt, I kind of had to figure, I figured I was going to get the call, so I actually started looking up his record and a couple of his videos. Sure enough, the next day, my manager gave me a call, said, hey, they want you to fight him on the main card, and so I was like, sure, no problem, let's go. So,
man,
ready to go.
Most recently, you had in your UFC debut, you fought Seth Basinski. I know it's only been 3 weeks, but how has the life of Brian Melancon changed in those 3 weeks?
Oh, it hasn't. I mean, other than having to do more interviews, that's about it. I have had a lot of those, but people I've never heard of are calling for interviews and radio shows and stuff, which is cool. I don't mind doing it, but it's just weird to have all these people wanting to talk to me. I'm just like, I'm just another one of the guys. So that's been a little bit different, but everything else has been the same. Back at the job doing, part-time physical therapy and back training with my teammates and all that kind of stuff. So everything else is the same.
Any new clients since they saw the fight?
No, I work with the homebound people, so most of them don't. They have no clue. A couple of them were like, "We saw him." I was like, "Yeah, that's me." So but other than that, no. Most of them don't even know about the sport. So
definitely. In the fight, again, for those who haven't seen it, it went, I'm not going to say it went fast, but it was the first round, straight Melancon fashion, with a second left in the first round. You got the knockout. But that fight was scheduled to be on Facebook, but I guess with the way that you were able to finish it, they moved it to the television card.
Yeah.
Now with the upcoming fight with Kevin, you're on the TV card, man, off the get. Does it change anything for you, like mentally, being from just one on a Facebook card to now being on TV on Fox Sports 1?
Not for me. I've never been nervous before a fight. I do this for fun, as just a way to challenge myself. So I don't put too much into it as far as that. So I was calm and laughing and joking right before I walked through the screen for the Basinski fight. So I'm sure I'll be the same way with that. My only goal was to fight and win in the UFC. I've said that a lot of times. So that's accomplished. So the rest of the time, I honestly just look at it as icing on the cake. I'm still working, and giving 100%, of course, but I'm just going to enjoy it however long it lasts, give my best 100%, and then that's it. So, I'm not really worried. I don't think there'll be any pressure. I fought on some big cards now, and it doesn't get bigger than Anderson Silva, 4th of July card. So,
definitely.
It's the main card and all that, but no, I don't think any of that's going to bother me. So,
Kelvin, he won Tough 17. Do you think, because this is his first fight since the show, or since winning the show, do you think that he's maybe under a little pressure, being that his fight was underdog, you were, so to speak, the underdog. He has a little bit to prove now going into this fight.
I think it all depends on how he sees it, on how he views, his post-Ultimate Fighter, career. If he looks at it and he gets real nervous and gets real worried, then it could add some pressure. But I don't know. I can't really say. It all depends on his mentality.
Definitely. Before we get out of here, one thing that sort of stands out with your opponents is a lot taller, 6 foot up. Kelvin is roughly I think maybe like an inch taller or something like that.
5'9", 5'10" is what I've seen listed.
Does that change your game plan at all?
No, I mean, you know, I'm used to, you know, Jeff Rexroad, you know, Mike Bronzulis, Lee King, all the guys I've trained with for a long time, Lester Batros now. You know, all those guys are taller than me. So
right.
For me, you know, everybody kind of made a big deal about the reach before the fight with Baczynski. I was like, you know, I do this every day and have for 7 years, so I'm not really worried about it. And you know, with this guy, it's going to be, you know, I think the same thing. He's a little taller. His style's a little bit different. You know, he's a little more wrestling oriented. So, you know, but I've fought wrestlers before, and you know, so I know I have a game plan. I've seen kind of some of his stuff. So, you know, I feel pretty good. But I don't think that the lack of height difference is gonna matter too much. So.
See, you'll be able to get closer to him and touch him with those Melancon fisticuffs.
That's still the plan. So.
There you go, Brian. Thanks for having me out here.
Problem. Appreciate it.
Y'all can catch Brian fighting live on Fox Sports 1 at UFC Fight Night 27. It's on a Wednesday this time.
Wednesday.
August 28th. So make sure you check your local cable providers.
Yeah.
You don't want to miss this one.
Yeah, Fight for the Forgotten, the charity I work with. They do great work in the Congo, freeing slaves. Check them out.